Hello everyone, my name is Zach Mueller. I look slightly spiffy today, and you're watching The Inside. Tonight we release one of the most highly anticipated Theory 11 projects that we have ever released ever. Ever, with an A, not an E, because we're cool like that. If you've been with Theory 11 for the past 4 years like I have, you should know that there was one section of the site that was never finished. It was always under construction, called The Wire. Over the past 4 years, only a few select members of the Theory 11 crew even knew what The Wire was, whether it was an effect, a concept, an eternal immortality potion, etc. On Wednesday, we celebrated Theory 11's 4-year anniversary and the announcement of The Wire. It's actually a real thing. And tonight, September 2nd, after 4 years of anticipation, we finally find out what the heck The Wire actually is. The Wire is a platform for any magician, including you, to release your own effects into the magic community. It's very simple. You create your own effect, move, or flourish. You then film, edit, and produce a trailer, performances, and explanation of your trick, move, or flourish. You then submit it to The Wire. It'll go through an approval process just to make sure there's no copyrighted music, material, and that the effect itself is original. Once it's approved, people can download the effect for whatever price you set. It can be free, $1, $5, $99, it really doesn't matter, it's up to you. From The Wire, you can check all the stats on your product, how many people have viewed it, bought it, purchased it, rated it, reviewed it. Purchased and bought is pretty much the same thing, but you get the idea. And then every month you'll receive a royalty check for a certain amount of the profits of your product. So tonight we're launching The Wire with a ton of great content available right now for you to download from some of the greatest magicians in the industry, including a sneak peek at a new effect by Danny D'Ortiz. Now before The Wire, the only way that you could submit your effect through Theory 11 is to submit it via our Submit a Trick page. It would go through an approval process and we would have to decide whether we like the effect itself. Even if it was original and we didn't really like it, we wouldn't produce it. Whereas with The Wire, it's very much like the iTunes of magic downloads. Whether it's good or bad, as long as it's original, it will get posted. And naturally, the great effects will rise to the top of the charts, and the meh effects will kind of sink to the bottom. But ultimately, The Wire is the one and only platform in which hundreds of magicians, including you, yes, you at home, can instantly publish, advance, and inspire others with your own creations. Along with the release of The Wire, tonight we also released 2 brand new downloads in our regular trick section, one being Mirage by Alex Geyser, which I've already said in the past is pretty darn awesome, as well as a new sleight by magician Bizzo. I can't pronounce this guy's name for the life of me, but he's the guy who makes those awesome cardistry videos and has that awesome accent.
Stupid magic powers!
And also has that awesome hair. Pretty awesome. If you're unfamiliar, Mirage is a very slow and visual coin vanish, whereas the Belay and Twist by the curly-headed dude is a way to get one card reversed in the middle of the deck via a spring. It's a little knacky, but once you get it down, it's pretty darn awesome. Franz Harari, a pretty big stage illusionist in the magic community, was just recently mentioned in a Beastie Boys song, which, let's be honest, is there any higher privilege than being referenced in a Beastie Boys song? I don't think so. Wait. Being referenced in a Katy Perry song. Definitely better. Lastly, let's get to our weekly regular magic comic book segment. I'm going to keep on talking as if that statement didn't sound out of place at all. Now, you may or may not know this, but I definitely had no clue that in 1976, Uri Geller, the famous mind reader and metal bender, was featured in an issue of the Daredevil comic book. Firstly, Uri Geller, props to you. That's freaking awesome. I wish I could be in a Marvel comic book. And secondly, I didn't know Uri Geller was that old. 1976? I mean, I wasn't even born until 19 years after that comic book was released. How old do you feel right now, Yuri? In other magic comic book news, there was a comic featuring a Kid Houdini called Kid Houdini, which was released by Marvel Comic Books just a while back. Wait, nope. It was released on Free Comic Book Day by a company called Viper Comics that no one's heard of. I'm sorry, why are we talking about this? Finally, it is time to announce the winners to last week's question of the day. And last week I asked you all what was tonight's big release, and the first correct comment was, dare I say, The Wire. Dare I say you've won. Congratulations. I also did say I'd announce a winner to the funniest comments, and I picked, did you add guacamole to your burrito? Yes, of course I did. What kind of question is that? Who doesn't add guacamole to their burrito? It's only $1.50 extra, and that don't matter, mommy. Your question of the day for this week is, what do you think of The Wire? Just make sure there's no complete bashing or ass-kissing, and I'll pick a winner for next week, and you'll win a little special something. I don't really know what the special something is going to be yet, but it'll probably be something cool. Could be this trophy. This is actually pretty cool. It's a little card trophy there, but you'll probably just get a deck of Whites and Turns. So expect that. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a joy serving you as the host of The Insider this week. Be sure to check out The Wire and all the effects we released tonight, and other than that, that's about it, and I will see you next Friday.